The land of Egypt is known for its vast expanses of desert and the ancient history it holds in secret under it, with thousands of years of history just waiting to be discovered. Archaeologists are unearthing new secrets of the land every day, and one such discovery that has baffled them is a well-preserved tomb discovered in March of 2019, which has been subject to much scrutiny for its astounding detail, like it was frozen in time. What did the archaeologists find in the tomb that attracted their attention? What made this burial site any different from the rest? Our story starts in the 1800s with the discovery of the site of the burial grounds. The land of Saqqara began to be excavated by academics and scholars to reveal what the land held hidden under its sandy fingers, and what they would find is shocking. A burial complex hosting the rulers from several eras from the land of ancient Egypt. What an invaluable find. Let's first learn about the land of Saqqara. It is situated on the western banks of the Nile River and is believed to be an important link to the ancient city of Memphis, the once thriving capital of the Egyptian state. It would gain significance as an ancient burial ground from the second dynasty onward, with many important pharaohs and rulers being laid to rest in lavish tombs under the sands of Saqqara. The land would end up gaining such importance that it is believed to be a mausoleum spanning about 4 miles now. In the short span of 1982 to 1986, a total of 35 tombs would be discovered along with several important historical artifacts. Several numerous discoveries would be made in the subsequent years, elevating the importance of the site in the archaeological community. A few of the recent finds from burial sites within Saqqara in the year 2018 are a gilded burial mask, mummified remains of cats, and scarab beetles. But the most astounding discovery would be made in 2019. March of 2019 would follow with an important announcement from the Egyptian Antiquities Minister, Khaled al-Anani, who announced that they had discovered a new tomb over 4,000 years old from the 5th dynasty that was so well preserved it looked like the person buried in it died yesterday. With archaeologists' efforts, it was discovered that the tomb belonged to a man named Khoury. Experts suggest that he had to be an important official or family member during the time of the 5th dynasty, ruled by King Djedkare, to be buried in such a palatial tomb. The design of the chamber is interesting. It is shaped like the letter L, with the entrance to it being designed similar to the pharaohs' burial chambers of the time. A small corridor that leads to an antechamber, which ends at the opening of the tomb, where we are immediately greeted with some amazing murals of Khoury at the prime of his life, which are fresh and untouched by the passage of time. The paintings depict him seated at an offerings table, which is an important place to be seated, hinting at his importance in Egyptian society during the height of the 5th dynasty rule around 2400 BC. The next immediate question that comes to mind is, who is Khoury? And that would be deciphered by looking at the murals in his tomb, which was painted with a special hue of green that was reserved only for royalty at the time, indicating his closeness to the ruler of the time, King Djedkare. It is believed by experts that he was either an important official, close friend, or family member of the king. King Djedkare stood out at the time for the standards and reforms he brought, which went against the traditional norm. Some notable changes were that he did not commission the building of a new temple to the sun god Ra at the time like other rulers, and instead took to expanding the borders of the empire for more rare metals. He would also bring changes to the funerary customs of the time as well, but his most controversial move would be the change that he brought to the system of governance at the time, replacing it with a form of feudalism, which granted him more power. This reform is highly debated among experts and scholars as to its efficacy and popularity in that era, with some saying that it benefited the Egyptian state, while others saying that it led to the country's decline. King Djedkare would be known as one of the most prominent leaders, as his changes brought significant changes to the Egyptian state. He would be laid to rest at Saqqara in a pyramid called Nefer de Djedkare. What makes Khoury's tomb discovery so significant is the lack of info on the king due to his tomb being raided by looters. Experts on ancient Egyptian history hope that Khoury's close relationship with Djedkare would lead to more significant discoveries of the 5th dynasty ruler and answer important questions like, why was he held in such high regard even 200 years after his death? The unmasking of his tomb is expected to provide answers to these questions and many more. So, if you've enjoyed unearthing the knowledge behind the ancient history of Egypt with us, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content.